for the starting five of your Chicago Bulls. As a power forward, at 6'6", number 44, Patrick Williams. Starting at point, at 6'6", number 2, Lonzo Ball. At center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 9, Nikola Vucevic. At guard, 6'6", number 8, Zach LaVine. The other forward position, at 6'6", number 11, DeMar DeRozan. Your Chicago Bulls head coach is Billy Donovan. Fans, go Chicago Bulls!
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Patrick Williams was a 5-star recruit out of high school. Now, scoring came easily for him, but he chose Florida State to learn how to play defense. He said offense will take care of itself. It takes somebody special to sit down on defense. Stops are what win the game. And Kevin, that two-way game saw him taken 4th in the 2020 draft.
Yeah, I love his game. That was a good report. Thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Lakers. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them.
And you know, for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. G out there with Clutch, and it's Miles in at the 3 slot. And for the Bulls, in the backcourt, it's Ball and LaVine. Vucevic is out there with Williams, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Not every team has the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight.
And it can really add a dimension to your offense, Kevin, especially if you're able to pass out of double teams and hit guys who are open for shots.
And there it is for him.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Fires for 3, sinks the three-pointer.
You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find them.
DeRozan against Miles. Here's Williams. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow. Moore against Ball. Passes it to Clutch. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's a whistle. That goes on the bodyguard. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
To end the run, and DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Williams.
DeRozan has a dynamic mid-range game. Whether he's wide open or being defended well, he can knock it down from there.
James kicks to Moore. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Poke loose. loose, and so the ball is out of bounds. Miles touched it last.
Basketball.
Chicago with the ball. 9-point game. Ball finds DeRozan. Back to Ball. Launches a three. A shot off that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Chicago with the ball. Following the bucket by the Lakers. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
I really think it's important that that shot becomes part of Ball's arsenal. He's got to get comfortable knocking down the three-point shot.
There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive schemes.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
So for the Bulls, Green, he's checked in for Williams. White comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. Now here's White. His last outing, he had 18 points. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Caruso. Tries again. That one drops for him.
It's so smart and relentless on the offensive glass. Seems to me that Vucevic has that extra sense of tracking down missed shots. Seems to just have a nose for the ball.
2 minutes.
Here's Moore. His last outing with 20 points. Jacks up a three. And another three for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Moore with the steal. Here's Clutch. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lovable
Dosunmu, he's checked in for the Bulls. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. Horton Tucker comes in for the bodyguard. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Clutch. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Moore. Here's Vucevic. 17 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And don't forget about the work he did on the Bulls. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Horton Tucker, that's good.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
And the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And Vucevic kicks to Green. Caruso, the pass to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Lakers leading by 12. Outside Westbrook. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And here's White following Russell Westbrook's three. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. In the corner, Bradley with it. And another three for the Lakers.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And it's Vucevic missing. Anthony on the wing. Over Green. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Los Angeles on top, delivering the blowout. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And we all know the great LeBron James can do it all, but he says he doesn't have to for his team to be successful.
There's no pressure for none of us to score. There's no pressure for any of us to do more than you have to. You know, for me, I'm whatever. I'm all about winning.
Well, and the way this roster is composed with Anthony Davis and all these veterans around, everyone able to play their part.
And play their role. As LeBron gets older, he's going to choose his spots and look for ways to make his teammates better.
3 points.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Clutch out there with D, and it's Miles in at the 3 spot. Now, we've seen a lot of workload adjustments for the top players in the past few years, Clark, especially when it's this early in the season.
Yeah, and that's probably a smart thing to do, Kevin. I really wish the league would cut back on the number of games, period. I know that's toothpaste that's already out of the tube, but I really believe if you cut 10, 12 games off the regular season, it would be great for everybody. Can't do it. It is a long season, so whenever you can massage minutes of your top players, I think that's a good thing.
Now, here's ball. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. And it's Miles with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And the loudest section gets free T-shirts. Let's see who's loudest.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Zach LaVine, last season he played outstanding, putting in about 27 points a game, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
A challenging stretch here for Chicago. Knocked loose. And now Moore pushing it up. No one back to stop him. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
LeBron James.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Williams, and he banks in the layup.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
Now, when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting. And he struggled, of course, during his rookie year.
Yeah, and shooting 30% from deep and under 50% at the line. But credit to Lonzo. He's put major work into his stroke, getting that free throw percentage to over 75% during his 4th year in the league. And his three-point numbers, they've also improved greatly.
Vucevic checked in for Chicago. Monks checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to Williams. Outside, LaVine. 6 to shoot. 2 points. That one goes.
LaVine's such an outstanding scorer. Athletic, strong, great confidence in taking it to the rack. He's no stranger to tough finishes.
Now here's Moore. He's got 10. From deep, James knocks down the 3 ball. James has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Lakers. Moore against Ball. A shot that time, not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but DA, I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. And he makes the first. So for the Bulls, Green, he's checked in for Patrick Williams. White comes in for Levine, and it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Davis. Anthony comes in for James. Bradley's checked in for Malik Monk. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Moore. Now, here's DeRozan. He's coming off the 19-point game against Sacramento. He gets it in there.
Boy, sometimes there's just no stopping DeRozan. When he's determined to score, he's going to fight his way through contact.
Westbrook finds Howard. One-on-one fast break. And DeRozan throws it down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Westbrook from deep, Miles. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. The Bulls have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And DeRozan kicks to Vucevic. Green against Anthony. Vucevic is screen on Anthony. The drive by Green. Can't hit that one. It's Bradley on the wing. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
Westbrook has really honed his ball handling skills, so now he's able to create very well off the dribble.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. What a battle we're witnessing tonight at the point guard position. Question for either of you. Were there guys around the league you enjoyed matching up with?
You know what? I always like playing Shaq because he's so exceptional and he presented such unique challenges. I even would say to Akeem, let me guard him sometime to make it even more challenging.
Well, I would love playing Kenny, Ernie. You know why?
Well, why?
Because he can't guard me.
All right, fellas, let's check in on our first half of action and the dominating performance for the Lakers.
It all starts with their shooting, and they're on fire from behind the arc. And I could say the opposite when it comes to the other side. When there's this much disparity in three-point shooting, it usually makes a big difference on the scoreboard.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Look at the bodyguard in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. DeRozan out there with Williams, and it's Vucevic in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, and my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
And he gets it to go. Clutch has got 4 points this quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Vucevic dishes to Levine, and he can't stop the run as he misses. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, we've seen mid-range jumpers lose favor, but Clark, it seems like the floater is on the rise.
Kevin, it's a must-have shot in today's game because of the lane being open as much as it is, the way the game is officiated, where you can drive it and create foul situations. Smaller guys that get in the lane have to have a shot that can avoid taller defenders, and the floater is that shot. Well, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
Now here's Moore. 10 points for him. And here's Miles outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's Ball. He's got 8, and James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination. Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Davis, that's for 2, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Ball, the pass to Levine, and stolen by James. Clutch the pass to Monk, and then Monk with the dunk.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
That's his first.
And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Washington Wizards. Then on Friday, the San Antonio Spurs come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. Here's Clutch, 13 points in the game. Good on the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his first foul. So for the Bulls, Green's checked in for Patrick Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Lonzo Ball. And the Lakers also making a change. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for LeBron. Anthony looking it over. Hands it from downtown. Anthony's got 5.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, And that's exactly how you draw it up.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Pass to Dosunmu. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Lakers controlling the game. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And here's Anthony from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Anthony's got 9 points in the quarter.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Now here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together. And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Tristan Thompson. DeRozan comes in for Levine, and it's Alex Caruso in for Dosunmu. Here's Caruso. White setting the pick for DeRozan. Back to White. Three-pointer. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Outside Bradley. Pass to Westbrook. 1 second left. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Bulls. So for the Lakers right now, Howard and AD play together down on the block. Russell Westbrook out there with Avery Bradley. And it's Ellington in at the small forward position.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And here are the Bulls now, following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. Bradley passes to Green. The shot comes out. The Lakers controlling the game. Westbrook surveying the D. Pass to Ellington from deep. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
And the foul on Avery Bradley.
That's his second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. The Bulls making a switch here. Dosumu's checked in. And then for the Lakers, LeBron, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Malik Monk comes in for Bradley. And Moore subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Tipped, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Remains Chicago ball.
Jones finds Bradley. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Dosunmu. And the Bulls with another miss. LA's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And here's more outside. It's all in by the Bulls.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jones, no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And another basket for the Lakers.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Down low. Will it go? And he lays it up and in. Dosunmu's got his first points in this one.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Moore kicks to Monk. Back to Moore. From deep, James, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Now here's Dosunmu. Bradley. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. James outside. Back to Moore. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And now here comes Jones leading the break. It's over Ellington, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic comes in for Bradley. And it's Kobe White in for Thomas.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
At the line,
and the first one at the line is good.
And with Kobe White, you hate to see him settle. He's best when going at the rim. The defense wins if he takes that mid-range jumper.
Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Greg, with Kobe White, he's a solid shooter, but teams have keyed in on that.
I just want to see him more in attack mode. He's a solid finisher when he gets in there, and it could take his game to the next level. I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern.
At the line for Chicago.
Characteristic.
And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
At the line for the Lakers, Talen Horton-Tucker. At the line for 1.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for D.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again. Really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. They get a hand on it. White looking around. Caruso, the pass to Vucevic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Vucevic possesses what I call a throwback big man game and really is most comfortable operating from this area of the court.
Fires the three, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Anthony. Great team win. How important are those contributions throughout the roster?
We got a great team, and you know, guys are playing for each other. We play selfless. All we care about is winning. And you know, these guys are doing the little things, and therefore, you know, any chance we get, we'll be able to find these guys and make plays. We want to give it to them. You know, we want to reward them and thank them for doing all the little things. That's how you win championships.
Yeah, it was 1 through 15 tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, D.
Let's meet your Los Angeles Sparks. Starting at center, number 2, Erica Mims. At power forward, number 25, Mims. Starting at the other forward position, number 20, MJ Jenkins. At the shooting guard position, number 3, Moore. The other guard, number 5, number 5. The head coach of your home team. Let's hear it for your Los Angeles starters.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. Our game tonight featuring the Washington Mystics as they go up against the Los Angeles Sparks. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. These are two loaded rosters. They both go deep.
we go.
So what does that mean for this matchup?
It's great for your starters. They can go all out and not have to worry about playing all 40 minutes. They're able to get some rest.
And also, it allows your coach to adjust. With deep teams, you can try out different rotations.
Buckets gets the bucket.
That's deflating for a team. Coughing the ball up, then having it turn into immediate points at the other end.
Yeah, that just feels like giving up 2 buckets.
That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
She's got so many tricks in her bag. She will find a way to hurt you.
Now here's Atkins. And Buckets is going to pick up the foul.
Teams first.
That's her first foul. On defense, the Sparks. A 4-point game. Moore with the steal.
We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been easily avoided if they had just played smart basketball.
Absolutely, Brian. They need to play smarter. They've got to get a tighter handle on the ball. That is not an easy shot right there. She had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, needed a little arc on that one with size mismatch, but hey, she did it perfectly.
Now here's half court. From past the arc, and the Sparks, another 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Now here's Cloud, guarded by half court. Outside Atkins, screened by Deladon. From deep, sinks the three-pointer.
Well, Deladon's range and accuracy allows her to answer right back. Didn't let the opponent celebrate for very long. I just love how Ariel Atkins hustles on the defensive end of the floor. She's always pestering the ball handlers, and with her fast hands, she's always a threat to knock the ball away.
Now here's Deladon. 5 points in the game. Knocks it loose. Stolen by half court. Now the Sparks moving it up. Buckets with it. And Clark picks her up defensively.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
And you know, Atkins' defensive efforts have certainly been well rewarded and recognized within the league.
Multiple all-defensive team selections, and she has a habit of being near the top of the league in steals. Ariel Atkins gives you really everything she has on the defensive end.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Hines Allen. It's tipped. Now here's Buckets. Defense is right there, and that one's good.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end in the early going.
Their field goal percentage is terrific. Exactly the start they were hoping for.
Now here's Deladon. Up top, Swish. Deladon covering. Swish. And the Sparks, another 3.
Another turnover, leading into another bucket.
And they've really made the most of all the chances they've had from these turnovers. It's driving their offense right now.
Defense leading the offense.
Get ready for the Fierce Squad!
So both teams changing it up here. Now about 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Gustafson. Hines Allen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Sykes. That is her first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here's Blazons. Mitchell. Screen by Hines Allen. And Leilani Mitchell, good for 3.
The defense has to chase Mitchell off the three-point line. She's too dangerous from deep.
Sykes outside. The basket good off the assist from Erica Wheeler.
Defensively giving up far too many open looks.
To battle back, they'll need to simply shore up their defense. It's as easy as that.
Now here's Mitchell. Wheeler with the steal. And they're running. And here they go. Sykes with the bucket.
They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start than they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
And this is our first free throw of the game.
Shatori Walker-Kimbrough taking 2 shots.
And so she makes both from the line. And the Sparks with possession here. The lead is 15. Here's Wheeler. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Huge advantage for them already.
Total control, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even bigger.
Absolutely.
Now here's Mitchell. Knocked loose. Walker-Kimbrough, guarded by Wheeler. Shot by Mitchell, no good. Now here's Zawi B. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
A capable shooter. When the defense gives Zawi B room to operate and do her thing, she doesn't disappoint.
On the wing, Neko Ogumake. Another one falls for the Sparks.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been great.
Such a high IQ on this team.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. The Sparks on top, just dominating this one. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit.
Get ready for the Death Squad!
A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And quite a position here for the Sparks to be in. What do you guys think?
I like what I've seen from them defensively. They forced a lot of turnovers with quick hands.
Yeah, they've been aggressive. Those active hands producing steals early.
To the wing on the left, and stolen by Atkins. Pass to Cloud. They get a hand on it. Here's Clark. Lets the 3 fly. That one's good, and so Natasha Cloud gets the assist.
Well, you talk about the most accurate shooters in the game. Clark might just be it, so you cannot let her get comfortable off of a pass. And Alicia Clark, the veteran forward, this time due to a foot injury, but it is so great to see her back out there on the floor. Shook her defender loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk is just a cherry on top.
Why you guys got to make me hungry like that, huh? Just some skills are being showcased out there now, though. I mean, that was a terrific bucket.
Pass to Deladon. Atkins. The 11-footer hits the front of the rim and out.
And for Clark, a 2-time champion, you gotta love the experience she brings to the table.
Yeah, she's a great presence to have on the floor, and she's one of the better two-way wings in the game. She doesn't have any true weaknesses. She makes any team better.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And Swish gets the whistle that time. That's her first foul.
Great defense, anticipated the play, and got there first.
And coaches love players that are just not afraid to put their bodies on the line and take a shot for the team.
Deladon, she's guarded by Swish. And another miss by Washington. And it's the Sparks ball. Outside Tolliver. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, I love the way Tolliver shoots the rock. You know, the long ball is her specialty, and she's not afraid to let it loose.
Get ready
Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in. Screen by Charles. To halt the run. And she drops in the layup off glass.
I admire Charles's business-like approach on the boards. She's relentless about keeping possessions alive.
Elena Delle Donne with the block. Now Swish. Jacks up a three, and the Sparks another three.
Only needing an inch of daylight to get the shot off, Tolliver has a quick, effective release.
Broke loose. Stolen by Christy Tolliver. Jenkins. Another three for the Sparks.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the three-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these threes.
Right at the free throw line. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Yeah, and if you're open, Tolliver will find you, but it's not really a matter of if, but when.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Tolliver. Here's Cooper. And a great assist by Christy Tolliver as that one goes in.
That's now 7 straight points for them coming from fast breaks.
And they're making it look easy, running it down their throats in transition.
Pass to Charles. To stop the run. And the layup by Delle Donne.
Great ball movement. It ends with Charles making the extra pass. She has a great feel for the game.
Down low. Swish. Excellent defense there from Elena Delle Donne. Here's Clark. And another three for Washington.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Get ready for the Gear Squad! Substitute for the Mystics.
And here's Wheeler. Pass to Moore. Fires for three. Drills the three-pointer.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Tipped away. Wheeler with the steal. To the left wing. Moore, covered by Walker Kimbrough. And that one's good.
Moore. Again. Another time. Lackluster transition defense.
I can just hear the frustration in your voice, Tim. And look, 7 of the last 10 points they've surrendered have come off the fast break. So pretty easy to see the problem.
Here's Hines Allen.
Mystics foul. Megan Gustafson. First personal foul, teams first.
Outside Moore. That one is good. She has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Let's go with a three. Another three for the Sparks.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
It seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. The Sparks on top, running away with this one. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from Moore.
She went absolutely off those first 2 quarters, guys, and she's capable of doing that each night she hits the floor. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use as we hit the second half.
Well, they've got to make some sort of change, right? I mean, they can't let her continue to torch them like she has been.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. Here's half court. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Really smart. Draw the defender out to the perimeter because inside there's just too much size for her to be effective.
Exactly. You know, if she finds her spot on the perimeter and doesn't force things, her outside shot is going to be hard to block no matter who is on her.
Buckets with it. 8 points for her. Pass to half court. Stolen by Clark. To the middle. A nice shot by Charles.
A capable distributor, Atkins is able to see the big picture within the game.
Well, the former MVP, Tia Charles, still a force whenever she's on the floor. One of the best double-double threats in the history of the league.
And half court gets it to go.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from 3-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
That's tipped. Moore with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. And the shot goes in.
Now that's a quick bucket. She's very solid in transition.
Well, she does love the chance to get out and run.
And Washington has possession. And with Charles, the 2012 MVP, as you mentioned, she can really control a game on the glass.
And she's one of the most reliable bigs in the league. She shows up every game, is rarely injured, and always gives great production. The numbers she's put up over her career are incredible.
Loud inside. Charles. 6 to shoot. Deladon. She's guarded by Swish. Pass to Clark. Looking to end the run. Got a piece of it. Here's Buckets. 10 points for her. Buckets with it. From outside the arc. And the Sparks, another three.
They're having so much trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either.
That'll kill you, a differential like that from beyond the arc.
Here's Buckets. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark. Now here's Atkins, covered by Moore. Now the Sparks moving it up. Here's Buckets. And she dumps it down.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
And right there, bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Stolen by half court. Goes up. She can't get that one to fall. And Washington will go the other way with it. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. Rebounded by Buckets.
It just hasn't been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Pulls up from the top of the key. Again, the Sparks good for 2. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Poked away. Stolen by half court. Swish. Another one falls for the Sparks.
And at any level of basketball, especially one this high, if you give the ball away over and over and over again, you just aren't going to win.
You have to value the possession. It's as simple as that. Bad turnovers just completely take the wind out of the sails of an offense.
No one covering.
Well, the game has changed. So has Charles. She made just 2 threes total in her first 6 seasons. Now she is much more comfortable from this range.
Good work there as it goes.
Number 5.
Moving it around, 8 of the last 10 points coming off assists.
Nothing makes a coach happier than a display of pure, selfless teamwork.
Absolutely.
To the right side. Cloud with the steal. Pass to Atkins. Inside. Clark. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Effective trip down the floor, ending up with Clark getting a nice look.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Half court with it. And the Sparks, another three.
Well, they can't ask much more of her than what she's done this quarter.
Deladon outside. Knocked away. Now here's Swish. There's the three. Hits it from three-point range.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Sparks ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, you can count on her for a couple of pretty assists, just like this one each and every night. This one's a beauty.
It sure is. I mean, look, she's a maestro. Great vision, a great head on her shoulders, really everything you want in a point guard.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's Weiss. She's covered by Ogumake. Mitchell, shot's good.
They're not using the three-point shot very much, and they want to think about stretching the defense a bit like they did in the first half.
Mitchell on the double team. Here's Sykes. Another three for the Sparks.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Stolen by half court. From 15 feet away, another one falls for the Sparks.
Well, it's really been a tale of two halves for her. A slow start, but this quarter, she's really taking over.
Now here's Mitchell. Defense right on her. Pass to Weiss. From outside, off the mark. Now here's half court. She's covered by Mitchell. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
They are spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Yeah, they're finding the gaps in the defense and picking them apart.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Now Ogumake. From the arc. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Well, you know, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
Plenty of space. Count it. And she's now 8 of 9 from the field.
When they've gone to her, she's come through. Keep getting her touches.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. She's guarded by Sykes. Mitchell. And she's good on the three ball.
Well, that's just great shooting reflexes from Mitchell. She gets the hot pass and goes right into her motion.
Here's half court. She's still hot. That's basket number 9 out of 10 shots. 90% is an A in my book and anyone's book. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. They set a pick. Puts it up from 12. Here's Gustafson. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
The Decon caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Really left alone that time.
About a career 30% three-point shooter, Sykes isn't the player you normally expect to knock down a tray.
It's stolen by Neko Gumake. That one goes in.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
Number 5.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on half court.
First team foul.
That's her first
Checking in
foul.
for Washington.
And the Mystics making a change here. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. And that one drops.
Walker Kimbrough.
No mistake on that one. Good work all around.
Here's Tolliver. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
Well, we're seeing the shots dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
Here's Walker Kimbrough. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to
First
shoot
personal
2.
foul, teams first. Second team foul. Shooting for Washington.
And the first one falls for her.
2 shots.
Both good at the line. Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
Right wing. Here's half court. And the Sparks, another three.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that,
Number
Brian.
5.
And the whistle
Second
blows.
personal foul.
It's going to be on
Third team
half
foul.
court. So
Shooting
that'll be
for
her
Washington.
second foul of the game.
Leilani
We're in the
Mitchell.
bonus. We'll
At
go
the
to the
line for
line
2.
to shoot 2.
Well, 2019, what an incredible season for Leilani Mitchell. Named the WNBA Most Improved Player for a second time. During her age 34 season, Mitchell set career highs in points and assists, constantly getting better. Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. It's tipped. And that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Sparks able to keep the ball here. Pass to half court. Back to Moore. Now here's Buckets. And the Sparks, another three.
She's been able to find her open teammate every trip down the floor.
I mean, it sure has seemed like it, right? I mean, great day passing the rock for her.
Third
And the
personal
whistle
foul.
blows.
Team
It's going
foul.
to be on half court.
Shooting for the Mystics.
That's her third foul so
Leilani
far.
Mitchell.
Bonus
Taking
situation
2
in
shots.
effect. So we'll head to the line to shoot 2. And the second free throw, good. Outside Moore. Here's Buckets. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Assisted.
She is setting this
Moore.
place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. The outcome of this one was never in doubt.
They were really putting out a supreme effort. It felt like once they had this significant lead, they were not going to let it go.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.
Thank you.